HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This segment of the news is brought to you by BTC, powered by Lime.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Good Saturday evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news tonight, the legal fraternity in the Bahamas has grown by leaps and bounds over the years, and with an ever-increasing population of lawyers comes opportunities and equally pressing challenges, like the need for more specialized attorneys. It's a matter the Prime Minister addressed yesterday during the official grand opening of the Bahamas Bar Association's administrative complex. Andrew Knowles has more.
The nation's chief revealing on Friday that additional Queen's Counsel will be appointed very soon. He did not say who would be named or when, but that was the announcement made during the official opening of the Bahamas Bar Association's administrative complex. Mr. Christie said the primary aim in making the new appointments will be to ensure that the general public and international investors have a wider and more balanced choice in leading counsel available to them in various disciplines of law.
Indeed, I would venture to say that unless these additional appointments are made, those lawyers who are already QCs will have an unfair commercial advantage over those other lawyers who are also acknowledged leaders of the profession in their various areas of specialization, but who were overlooked when appointments were made in the past.
The new appointees will cover various areas of commercial law, as well as other underrepresented areas at the inner bar, including family law, constitutional and administrative law, and criminal law. With a number of lawyers' integrity being brought into question after they found themselves on the wrong side of the law, Prime Minister Christie believes they should be dealt with severely.
The offenders in this regard constitute a very small minority of lawyers, but they give us all a bad name. Indeed, they do major damage to public confidence in the integrity of the profession. The enforcement of ethical standards must therefore remain a matter of the highest priority.
Meantime, Bar Association President Ruth Bo-Darville said the search for a permanent home was a challenge.
We needed to find a place to call home. The continuing expense of paying hotels, etc. for our events, the unavailability of parking space and interior space, the lack of a properly set up library, and of a relaxing, congenial and collegial atmosphere made it imperative to find or build a facility to meet our needs. In fact, our needs grew as the number at the bar increased.
The council room was dedicated to the memory of the first bar president, Sir Kendall Gill Isaacs. A cornerstone was also laid at the entrance of the restaurant facility to honor the memory of Audrey and Basil North, owners and builders of the residence. Bo-Darville describes the facilities, which have a value of $1.5 million.
The building has been completely refurbished and is now a 3-story administrative building. Also, there is the restaurant and more than adequate parking. The administrative offices include the main reception floor, a second-floor office, and library level, the 3rd floor council room, and the 4th floor a large conference center. The restaurant has been remodeled and will suitably accommodate our functions, our members, and the general public.
Andrew Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Police need your help in solving an overnight shooting incident that has left a 27-year-old man dead. Preliminary reports indicate that around 2:45 this morning, the victim was at a restaurant and bar located on Blue Hill Road South when he reportedly got into an argument with another man over a woman inside the bar. The argument escalated to the outside, where the suspect allegedly produced a handgun and shot the victim multiple times about the body. Police say the suspect then fled the scene with 2 other men in a gold Buick Century vehicle. Police later reported that the victim succumbed to his injuries on the scene. Moments later, police arrested a male suspect and also located the Buick vehicle abandoned by the 2 male suspects off Carmichael Road. An active investigation continues. Police also need your help tonight for information on a shooting incident that has left a male resident detained in hospital. According to reports shortly before 2 o'clock this morning, the victim was on Cardo Avenue when a man allegedly armed with a handgun approached him and shot him to the stomach. Police say the man then fled on foot. Authorities say the victim reportedly drove himself to the Wolf Road police station and was rushed to hospital where he is detained in serious condition. An investigation continues. A high school student detained in stable condition in hospital tonight, nursing wounds tonight rather. Police report that shortly after 9 o'clock yesterday morning, the 18-year-old male student was at a senior high school here in New Providence when another male student reportedly armed with a knife stabbed him to the shoulder. Police say an 18-year-old male student is in custody, assisting them with investigations. In Family Island police news, the search for a missing 31-year-old male American visitor ended shortly before 9 o'clock this morning when his body was found off Bird Key in the North Eleuthera area. Preliminary reports from Eleuthera police indicate that they, along with the U.S. Coast Guard, reported the 31-year-old American visitor of Palm Beach, Florida, missing at sea around 6:30 Friday evening. Police learned that the resident was swimming in waters along with family and friends when he and 3 others were reportedly swept away by a high tide and current. Police confirmed that the 3 people were able to swim ashore. However, the male was not seen. Police, along with officers from the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and the U.S. Coast Guard, mounted the search operation. Eleuthera police also investigating that island's latest traffic fatality this weekend. Eleuthera authorities report that the fatal smash-up allegedly occurred around 6:30 last night at the intersection of Queens Highway and Church Street in Palmetto Point. Preliminary reports indicate that the deceased was driving a blue 1995 Chevy Lumina vehicle north along Queens Highway when he reportedly collided with a GMC truck. Eleuthera police say both drivers were seriously injured. However, the North Palmetto Point resident was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the GMC truck was later airlifted to New Providence, where he is detained in critical condition in hospital. Police traffic division officers from New Providence are in Eleuthera tonight, assisting with this investigation. When the weekend edition continues, Exuma administrator optimistic about this year's National Family Island Regatta. That story and more coming up.